Hello, my name is Adam. This here is John Nolan.
Hello.
And we are two-fifths of a band called Taking Back Sunday. And we chose Nirvana, In Utero to talk about. Great record. You can see it right here, because John's holding it ever so gently and tenderly. He's tenderly holding Nirvana, In Utero. This is one of my favorite records. I remember the first time I heard it. Actually, I don't remember where I was, but I just remember the first time I heard it and not quite knowing what to do with myself. I was so excited the whole time listening through it. And then Frances Farmer Will Have Her Revenge on Seattle is one of my favorite Nirvana songs. I miss the comfort in being sad.
It's a hell of a song.
Yeah.
The thing that I remember is how disturbed I was by In Utero. And like we were talking about, we said it briefly, like the artwork, when you look at it,
yeah, it's like, what am I looking at?
Yeah, you don't know what to make of it, especially as a 17-year-old. I don't remember how old I was, somewhere around there. And I remember being very intrigued, but very kind of disturbed and like put off at the same time. And I really liked it. I really liked that, you know? That was...
or you liked that it made you feel weird.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like that, you know? Like it felt dangerous. The whole the whole experience felt kind of dangerous.
That's a great way to describe it, I think.
Yeah, that's what I liked about that, man.
I also like that there's a song called Radio Friendly Unit Shifter.
Yes, you gotta love that.
Because that's just like a big fuck you to like to their record label
like
and the A&R guy.
Craziest, one of the noisier, crazier songs on the album.
Sorry, bro.
Hey, you're
don't mind us.
it.
We're just doing a video interview back here.
One second. I'm so
this
sorry.
This is our drummer, Mark.
Oh,
say hi.
so you're just gonna keep doing that right now,
I just need to
don't stop.
do this.
Yeah,
then I'll be out of your way.
All right.
Enjoy.
Good to see you
You guys
again.
have fun. Call me if you need anything.
Okay. It's funny that he doesn't see that as weird. Like, he doesn't realize why that's not okay.
Yeah.
And he's just...
It's alright, that's Mark. That's our Mark.
Hey, man.
So anyway, in Utero, you were saying...
I was saying that Radio Friendly Unit Shifter was a great song title.
Yeah. The other thing that I think about a lot with this album is... At this point, the whole grunge thing was becoming sort of a fad, you know?
Yeah.
And I think people were questioning whether there was any legitimacy to it, and whether or not it was something that like was going to continue. And I felt like Pearl Jam put out Versus, and Nirvana put out In Utero. I think at similar times. And to me, that both of those records were like statements, and I felt like even when I was younger, like it made me understand, like these are real bands. These guys like are doing something for the right reasons, you know, like they're not trying to capitalize on something, or you know,
or cash in on something.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like
it's like coming from a genuine place.
Exactly. I guess that was the thing too, because both of them had very successful albums, and then they could have put out their poppiest record yet, but instead both bands like went dirtier, more challenging, like slightly weirder, you know, kind of like fuck with you a little bit records, and that meant a lot to me, and that still sticks with me now, like, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I even get like a little worried with making music. I'm like, should I be more weird? Yeah,
I gotta be way weirder.
Should I be fucking with people more? Like, am I not fucking with people enough? Am I trying too hard to make them like me?
Man. Oh, there's no, what's interesting is so they sold the record at Walmart, and Rape Me was titled Waif Me.
Yes. On
the back of the record, like on the back of the CD, spelled WAIF. And that's the version that I had, because at the time I was real young. Yeah, like I didn't. My parents wouldn't take me to a record store to buy Nirvana in Utero.
No, that would be against their principles, probably.
Yeah, they were bummed that I liked Nirvana,
which
made me like it more.
Yeah, it's so cool.
It's like, oh, my parents hate it. This is great.
Yeah.
This is the best.
We're gonna have to remember that when our sons become teenagers.
Yeah. Yet, just if they're into something that we don't like, just pretend that we love it.
It's like cool. That's real cool, son.
Yeah, and he'll be like, shit, I gotta figure out something else.
Something else, yeah.
I really want to get on his nerves. I wonder if by that time Justin Bieber will be like a crooner, like
Maybe Justin Bieber will be like the Beatles, where he starts out like super poppy and then goes to
gets
this
so
experimental
weird.
phase where he redefines music for like the next 50 years.
You
Probably
think he
not.
could do that?
but-
No,
I don't think that'll happen.
No.
But it'd be amazing if it did.
Well, see, it's either he's gonna keep putting out records or he's gonna be kind of like a Vanilla Ice type character.
It's possible. He's had more hits than Vanilla Ice though, so he's
Think so?
already. I think so.
Or like he had the Baby song and what else?
I'm too out of touch with pop culture to really discuss Justin Bieber in an accurate way. So anyway, In Utero.
Which brings us back to
Yes,
Nirvana. I have a whole bunch of favorite moments from that record. I remember there's that lyric, "I'm very ape and very nice." And I probably spent so many hours. I'm like, what the fuck does this mean? I need to know. I want to know. And I never got an answer, so I had to make up my own meaning for it. Which then in turn kind of like I felt like that record's mine. You know. There's in Francis Farmer Will Have a Revenge on Seattle. That line, "I miss the comfort in being sad," is fucking great. Just a great line. There's so many cool things. All of the sounds they have. Like he almost uses. There's so many songs, or like even in like Radio Friendly Unit Shifter, to where he's using feedback almost as like in a melodic way.
Yeah.
Which is hard to do.
Yes, it is.
And then the drum sound is awesome. They're all thrashy and great.
Yeah. I have to give a shout out to Sean Cooper. Thinking about Very Ape. He's talked about it for years to me, so I just want to mention it. That he said the line, "If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to ask somebody else." It's always stuck with him like his whole life. Like that one line is like, for whatever reason, that's stuck with him.
If you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to ask someone else first.
Someone else first, that's it. Right?
Too busy acting like I'm not naive. I've seen it all. Damn, fucking great.
I'll listen to this right now.
Yeah, this is shit. Dude, let's only play Nirvana songs tonight.
It'd be fun if we could.
Yeah. Not cooler if you did.
I remember hearing "Rape Me" for the first time, and again in my little Christian teenage brain, that was just like,
whoa!
My brain exploded, you know, and
yeah, that's intense.
the whole song, and also like I remember that the opening riff is like vaguely similar to like Smells Like Teen Spirit or Polly or one of the other ones, but it's somehow so unique to itself, which is something I don't understand how Kurt Cobain was able to do, is that like he could write these riffs that were in this particular style and some of very similar, but always so unique and interesting. I don't know how he did that. It's amazing. But I kind of remember thinking, like, when I heard "Rape Me," I was like, oh, that kind of sounds like this. And before I could even think about what it sounded like, I was sucked into the song, and, like, I wasn't comparing it to anything else they had done. I remember that. I also love the fact that he starts out, I'm pretty sure the first line on the first song of the record is, "Teenage angst has paid off well. Now I'm bored and old." And you really have to appreciate that level of honesty and just understanding the reality of his situation. I really give him a lot of credit for that.
Yeah. It's like no bullshit. He's like, hey,
this is it.
Lays it all out there.
Hi, my name's Bert. I sing for The Used, and my favorite record of all time, to be honest, is The Used, self-titled record.
My name is Garrett Travis Kwan. I was born September 4th, 1974. And I was asked a question on the way to the airport, on our way coming here to Germany for this tour, to what my favorite record was, and I really didn't have to think too hard, and it didn't take very long at all. I picked George Harrison's All Things Must Pass.